Alright, Commander fans, today in this video we're diving into a controversial topic. That topic being Commander bans. Because with the most recent Commander bans being ones that have literally ripped money out of people's bank accounts, people have literally sold collections because they are afraid it will happen again because they have already lost Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, Dockside, and Narset. Those four have been banned, which is very shocking. I made a video all about that. You can find that video linked in the description. But today we're talking about if other cards such as these more powerful cards get banned. Those cards we are talking about are Cyclonic Rift, Deadly Rollick, Demonic Tutor, Frice Guardian Ship, and Rhystic Study. The reason they stated for the past bans was fast mana very quickly on early turns. And these don't do as that well, but some of these, specifically Rhystic Study, give you a lot more card draw, which is arguably even more important than mana. And then, of course, Frice Guardian Ship and Deadly Rollick are both free spells, with Demonic Tutor basically being a go find the best card in your deck, and Cyclonic Rift being the best blue board wipe. So yeah, we're just talking about these. All of these cards are priced at a pretty hefty cost. Those costs are showed up on screen right now, as well as all four of those cards will be shown at some point as I talk about them. So yeah, first we need to imagine the chaos that would unfold, and trust me, it's going to get weird. These are just things that could happen, not will happen. I'm not saying that I want these to happen, I'm just saying that they could happen since these things have happened. Alright, so yeah, let's just get straight into it with the first one, Cyclonic Rift, which is the quote-quote game reset button. Because Cyclonic Rift reads, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and then for overloading it for a total of 8 mana, I believe, you can return each non-land permanent to its owner's hands. So it's literally resetting everything except for the lands, which is why it's called the quote-unquote game reset button. Cyclonic Rift, the board wipe that makes your opponent's hearts sink faster than their creatures hitting their hands. Not good. It's a very good card, it's very powerful, and it's pricey. What would happen if it got banned? Well, without Cyclonic Rift, the balance of power obviously shifts. Players can no longer just clear the board in a single satisfying swoop. And there are no cards that are truly like it. Some cards say return all creatures to their owner's hands, but none say return everything to their owner's hands. This could lead to a more gradual game, more creature-based removal, and other board wipes such as Wrath of God, Toxic Deluge, Whelming Wave, etc., etc. More one-sided board wipes, I guess you could say. Yeah, because Cyclonic Rift is literally just a snap, everything's gone. Every other board wipe is snap, all creatures gone, or snap artifacts, or there's that one angel card, I'll throw it up on screen now, and it says choose one or more, and you can choose, there's 4 things, and I think it's like Mystic something. I don't know, it's a white card, and it's powerful, it's like 6 mana, and it's basically Cyclonic Rift, but in white, but it destroys. And it can destroy everything, except for lands. So yeah, but with Cyclonic Rift being the only blue one that does this, there's no more like easy outs, so it could lead to more interesting games, I guess you could say, without the threat of Cyclonic Rift. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find new ways to win. Or just more excuses to throw out Wizards of the Coast or your opponents, whichever one you want. Deadly Rollick, the one card answer to any threat. This is the one of those free cards that feels almost too good to be true. For just 1 black, it can exile any creature, and guess what? You don't even need to pay the cost if you've got a commander. So what happens if this card very powerful black card gets banned. If Deadly Rollick goes bye-bye, creatures will become a little more difficult to handle. It's a huge blow to any deck that relies on cheap creature removal. Farewell to easy answers. Because Deadly Rollick was Black's really big only answer to just instant. I don't know if you guys heard it, but yes, those were sirens. But every other black removal is like destroy target creature. It's like 2 mana, destroy target creature, lose life equal to its mana value. They're still going off. By the way, we are being festivity while I stray from the topic with my green light over there shining light. We also have these red lights all around the room, and we have these festive lights. And we have all my Commander product, a few others, Nyx and stuff. So yeah, we're trying to throw some other Commander and Magic the Gathering and festivity lights up for the holidays, since in past years, maybe 2-3 years ago, I want to say, probably 2 years ago, I recorded down in the basement and I had the Christmas tree. But I've got to improvise, so I've got Santa hat and all this other stuff. I'm going to try to add more for next year, and maybe this year even. So yeah. Anyway, back on topic. Because literally Deadly Rollick is like the one card answer to anything. We've got Frice Guardian Ship, which is coming up later, which is basically the same thing, but instead of destroying, it's countering. And obviously there are more cheaper cards. There are more cards like this, like Deadly Rollick, but as of my knowledge, Deadly Rollick is the one that just destroys a target creature, and that's it. Like, their Blasphemous Act deals 13 damage to everything, not kills. Deals 13 damage to everything, but it's also free / a red mana, whichever one. The Blasphemous Act is confusing, sort of. Not really. I don't know. Depending how you guys take it. But yeah, expect players to rely, if this card gets removed, on more conditional removal, like Path to Exile, which I already said. Swords to Plowshares, however you want to say it. Because both those are 1 mana, or 2 mana. They just, boom, just beam something. Exile, Swords to Plowshares is exile target creature, and I believe Path to Exile might be exile target creature. Might be creature though, not sure. Can't tell you that. Sure, you're not getting an exiled creature for free, but you're not blowing up your wallet with a demonic tutor, right? Demonic Tutor, the power of instant knowledge. It's the 1 card answer to any situation. You've got a giant creature coming in. Oh, let me throw down my Demonic Tutor, search through my deck, find my counter spell, cast my counter spell. Or whatever card you need, it's like the instant card. Demonic Tutor is amazing because you look at it and it's like, this card can be anything I want at any point. We have cards that are called sifts, quote unquote, and that's what I call it. And they're like scry, and that gives like scry and draw a card. Off is a really good example in blue. It's a blue mana, and then you get to scry 1, and then you can draw a card. So like if you needed a land, and you scry the land, then you can just draw it. If you didn't need a land, throw that on the bottom and hope for something better. It's like sifting, it's like digging cards. So yeah, it's literally the cheat code of Magic, because this card basically can be any card ever in your deck. If that makes sense. Like it's like a double of any card, which is really cool. Because it's literally you've got a problem, great, go find your answer. Here's Demonic Tutor, go find any card in your deck. It's like upping your chances of getting your best card. Only the best card you get. But to answer the real question, what happens if this card does get banned? Black does not have a very cheap way to go get any card in their deck. There are other tutors, but none as cheap as a single black. Because all the other tutors are like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 mana to go find a card. They're cheaper, they're a whole lot cheaper, but Demonic Tutor can't beat it. Without Demonic Tutor, people will start relying on cards such as Vampiric Tutor, Diabolical Tutor, or maybe even Birthing Pod. Wait, did I say that out loud? But without all that speedy access to that card, what will you do? Maybe you could play Magic with just the luck aspect and not the tutor aspect. It's time for Frice Guardian Ship, the ultimate protection spell. It's an instant, and you can cast it without paying its mana cost as long as you control your commander. It's an instant, it's speedy, and there is no limit to what this card can't do. It just says reads counter target spell. It's the one card answer. Opponent's about to combo off, counter that. Your red player's about to play their big giant dragon, counter. Your white player's about to play the giant angel, counter, 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 counter. The one answer, ultimate protection, is 0 mana. No more holding up 2 blue mana and your red buddy thinking, do I want to cast my giant dragon? Nope, they're gonna look over and be like, oh, you'll got anything up? Perfect. Red dragon. You'll be like, oh, Frice Guardian Ship. You can see where I'm going with this. Without this card, it becomes harder to protect your cards, per se, because you can't have like the surprise, per se, of Frice Guardian Ship. You're going to have like 2 blue mana up for negate or counterspell. You can't just have no mana up because you got Frice Guardian Ship in his hand. If this card got banned, it'd be a whole lot less risky on your opponent's parts. Lightning Greaves, very controversial. Should it be banned? No. But is it powerful? Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? Lightning Greaves, you chuck in a card, it protects that card, gives it haste and shroud. Can't be the target of spells or abilities, but you want to know what can be targeted? That little Lightning Greaves. What can it be targeted with? Anything that says destroy target artifacts. Which is a problem, because that is a artifact. And then your commander is open to your opponent's Swords to Plowshares, or your opponent's. I'm trying to think of other cards. I am just not. I'm not on top of it today. But you get the point, all right? Without Frice Guardian Ship, last but certainly not least, Rhystic Study, the Draw King. This card is, I would say, one of the most powerful Magic the Gathering cards ever printed. And this card and Smothering Tide, however you want to say it, I call it Tide. Both those cards are so incredibly powerful and are used in so many decks. It's like mind-blowing. For Rhystic Study, you either love it or you hate it. There's really no in-between. If there's an in-between, then you haven't played Magic long enough, honestly. I'm just being brutally honest. Because it's a draw engine that either gives you cards if you can afford the card, or gives your opponents cards if they have it in their deck. There's no really in-between. And yeah, you can pay that 1 mana, but who's going to pay that 1 mana? I'm not paying that 1 mana. I'd rather advance my board state. And I'm pretty sure your opponent would love to, too. So, if this card did get banned, it's goodbye to easy draw cards. Like, goodbye to everything easily to just draw cards. You're going to go back to drawing 1 card a turn, maybe casting Brainstorm, drawing 3, putting back 2, maybe. But no more Rhystic Study, no more constant draw stuff. So yeah, Rhystic Study gives you all the advantage, and once it's gone, we might see a lot of people scrambling for alternate ways to draw cards. Goodbye free draws, hello expensive cards. Of course, there will be other cards that might step in, like Mystic Remora, which people might be more willing to pay upkeep cost every turn. I'm not going to try to say it. But No, let's be honest, nothing will ever fill the void of Rhystic Study if Rhystic Study leaves. So what would happen if all these powerful, expensive cards got banned? I'm going to leave you with 3 really, really impactful things that would have happened if all of these cards got banned. All 5 of them. If all 5 of these cards got banned, every CEDH player would have some powerful, like, dent in at least their playgroup, if not their bank account, because CEDH players pay the expensive cards to win because they're entering in Magic tournaments and this and that and that, and this would affect CEDH so much. Like, it would blow everything out of the water, and the people who are just like middle class people, who maybe saved up paychecks upon paychecks just to get that Rhystic Study or that Frice Guardian Ship, that's gone. All that money you saved up, nope, that's gone. We saw it happen with all of these cards. They went from literally hundreds of dollars to maybe a quarter of their price now. It's ridiculous, but it's like a roller coaster. You don't know where it's going to take you. And you just hope that it's going to end up well. And most of the times it does. So yeah, going back to my original thoughts, the price would dramatically shift if all 5 of these cards got banned. If even one of them got banned, I bet some CDH players would just have to quit automatically just because they can't afford to lose another $1,000 or few $1,000s because of how much they put into the game. The decks would, as I've already mentioned, would have to find other cards to fill the void in there, because maybe Rhystic Study was your draw engine and you had Demonic Tutor to grab you that, and Frice Guardian Ship was your go-to protection spell, or this and this and this. If all these were gone, then that's a problem. So yeah, with that, the game would definitely slow down. Strategy would become more diverse, I guess you could say, because when you're building a CDH player, I guarantee these 5 cards come to mind. When I was making up this list of what 5 cards would I do, it was just the 5 cards that came to mind, the 5 cards that I think of when I think of expensive. No, it's not Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, any of those, just because those cards don't see play. Some of them because they're banned, but some of them just because they are so expensive that I just never see them. These were the 5 that are affordable enough that people can pick them up, but are still powerful enough that if they get banned, people will not be happy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Join my Discord server. It's down, link in the description. Subscribe to the channel to get the special subscriber role. We have daily people talking with you every day. I myself am there daily and nightly talking with you guys, hanging out, having conversations. Yeah, all that. Join the Discord. It's an awesome place. Subscribe to the channel. And if you prove that you're subscribed, you'll get a subscriber only. Maybe you'll be the first one to get that, because so far no one has. We've so far got 6 people in that server. I am the 7th person. I am the owner. So yeah, come say hi. Yeah, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with the latest in Magic the Gathering content. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I will see you guys next week, which will already be December 15th. And there will be one more on the 22nd, right before the holiday season. And yes, I will of course post videos of not only what I get for Christmas, but of the upcoming Magic the Gathering set known as Ravnica Remastered something. There's been a lot of Ravnicas. And after that, we've got Ether Drift. So lots to look forward to in the new year. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Watch all my videos, please. Subscribe, like this video if you thought it was interesting. Throw down comments what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, may your draws ever be in your favor, and have a great night or evening. or day. Bye, guys. Peace.